Hi everyone. Today let's work on the uppercase O, P, Q, R, S, and T. Okay. So the uppercase O is like super easy. So if you remember our lowercase o is like this, well, the uppercase O is just a giant version of. That's it. You don't want, again, you don't want a complete circle. You do want something that's a giant version of your lowercase o. So that's it. So let's say orange, or you could use this tail to do flourishes, but I usually don't. You could also do this. That looks nice too. Or this. And you can really go crazy and do all kinds of crazy designs. But we just want to be simple right now and make sure the shape is oval with the same angle as we are writing. And that's it. That's O. P is, so you remember the B? We did this B. You could do a P like that too. Let's make it giant. Although I don't really use this P a lot, it's easy to do though. So you could try this, or this is the P I do. So it's like a curve. It rests on the baseline, and that's it. I think it looks neater than that. I don't know, what do you think? I like this better. Now you gotta be careful not to really overshoot it, because then you look kind of weird. So this is, you gotta stop right here. And sometimes I make this mistake. I make this too short and I do this. It's hard to read. So make sure the stem is pretty long and your loop is more or less covers the stem. Okay. Okay. R is basically the same as your P. So if you choose this P, you could do this. Instead of stopping here, just go down. There you go. So, or like that. Okay. I like to really extend this part so it becomes like a flourish, I mean, you could just drop it like that. But there is such a potential for flourishing, so why not, right? Okay. And the same rules apply. Make sure your loop covers the stem. Okay, so now write pomegranate and restore. See if you get the difference between the two. You see how it's similar? Okay. Okay, Q. I realized we just skipped Q. Q is interesting. You're not gonna believe me when I show you Q. You're gonna be like, that's not a Q. But I assure you, this is how you write a Q in like traditional cursive. It looks like this. Yeah, I know. I know. You don't believe me. You're like, what? Well, it's true. It looks like that. It looks like a giant number 2. Don't ask me why. I don't make the rules. This is how it looks like. Okay. For real. You can look it up. It's true. Um, yeah, the first time I saw it, I was like, what? But it's true. It's how it looks like. I mean, so yeah, sometimes when I'm writing like a wedding vows or something with a Q, and and I try not to use this Q because no one can read it, even though it's it's for real. I just do this instead. I do an O and I cross it like that. Okay, now it looks more readable, right? So yeah, you can do this and spread the word, or you can just use this, which is basically an O with a tail. It's like a cop out. I mean, this is the real Q. It's a giant number 2. Okay, so that's Q. Now let's do S. S is fun. So remember our G? It does this. And our F with a little ladle. Remember the ladle? The S goes out and does the ladle. I'll show you. You try it out. Starts on a baseline. It goes way up. And it does this loopy thing. You could stop here if you like, but why would you? Just bring it out again. So there's your S. Let's try it again. Make sure you're writing words with your uppercase letters, because it's important to kind of figure out the relationship between your lowercase and your uppercase. Sometimes I do this. Instead of the ladle, I make a full circle instead and almost meet at the cross. I don't touch it because I think it looks weird. I just almost made it right here. So it's a little different from this guy. Either way, it's fine, whichever you like. So let's try it. Which do you like better? I kind of like this one better, but this is fine too. So remember your G, your F, and the S we just learned. The T is similar. The T is basically the ladle, and actually looks just like an F. I swear this is what this teach you, So remember the F, we did this little thing here. The T, you don't do that. So that's how people know it's a T, I guess. I don't really use this T a lot because I think it looks too much like an F. So I do this. I just do this, you know, as if I was gonna do the other letter, and I do this. So that's my T. I don't do the ladle. You see, I'm trying out different ways of writing this. Uppercase letters lend itself very well to flourishing, but we're not gonna do that yet. I mean, you could do it if you want, but I'm restraining myself. So yeah, you may think, what's the point if it looks so much like an F? Well, it's basically context too, like like I mentioned in another video. When you read a word with a full word, you can kind of tell this is thankful. There's no way someone's gonna be like thankful, and you can tell this is fairy. They're not gonna be like Terry. Well, obviously, it's the context of the word helps legibility of the letter. So there you go. We did O to T. So let's write a few words together. Let's write orange. Write almond. Awful. Office. Now write pomegranate. Police. Pop song. Try register or registry. Referral. Restorative. That's my dog. Try quartz with whichever cue you like. Quartz again. Or a question. Now try the other cue. Superman. Society. Sincere. uh, superlative. I really should have a list of words. Okay, now T. Choose the T you like and write the talkative. Thankful. Trauma. Okay, so what do you think? We learned a lot of uppercase letters today. Some really interesting ones, some fun ones. But I hope this clears up some questions for you. All right, come back next time and we'll do the rest of our uppercase letters. Thanks for watching. Bye.